No. Taraji P. Henson, man, contemplated suicide during the time of the pandemic, man. Y'all heard about that?
No, Yvette. God damn, Yvette.
Hey, that's a beautiful young lady, man. She carries herself
gorgeous. Love that lady, man.
Wait, I can't believe that. I can and can't believe at the same time that she probably contemplated suicide. Yo, Taraji, you looking for somebody? Hey, how was your boy?
That's the thing, man. You never know what somebody is going through based off what they show you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You never know, man. For us, it's hard to believe that that's something that she would even contemplate, being that, you know, she's got a career, a successful career, and you know, whatever this, that, and the third. But you know, people still got their demons, man. They still got their trials and tribulations that they go through. So you know, you just never know, man. So hearts out to her, man. I hope you come through it on a better side, man. I hope you find the healing that you need, Taraji, because you are my favorite Black female actress, man. Black female. I'm favorite Black for a long time. You have been, and
even though you say she ain't even that good.
When I ever say that?
You said that about 15, 20
I never said that. I said my favorite Black artist was Viola Davis, but I never said that Taraji wasn't that good. You didn't hear them words come out of my mouth.
For real? You sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Don't throw that in there. Come on now. Right. Don't try to throw no shit on my shit.
You give that young lady her props though. She's a phenomenal.
I definitely do.
She's a phenomenal actress.
Don't do that, Rick.
She's done her thing since Baby Boy and even above and beyond all that or whatever. You know, I hope she get healing. I pray for her healing.
I love that woman. But
I mean, that just give you and show you the fragility of anybody, any human being or whatever, no matter if you're a superstar or a regular person, dog. Some people, they just go through their things, man.
Everybody, man.
I can't even imagine some of the things that she went through and made her feel that way.
Nobody is exempt, man. Nobody's exempt. So, what y'all boy think about Wonder Woman 84?
Great segue.
Wonder Woman 84 came out on HBO Max. Oh, them niggas give a thumbs down, 2 thumbs down from Brown.
Damn, so 3 thumbs
One
down.
from I thought it was good.
It was good.
Let me tell you something. Right. Let me tell you why. The first Wonder Woman movie been good. DC just completely, like, I don't know what they be thinking. I don't know if they be trying to be too much like Marvel. I don't know what their idea is of everything. They need to.
What didn't you like about it?
Whoever's in charge, whoever's in charge of making the movie decisions or the route that the movie goes, they need to change it, bro. Because
what didn't you like about the movie?
Okay, so I'm gonna start on what.
No. Hold up, Brown. We asked Hannibal what he didn't like about the movie. We're gonna start with him, and then we get to you.
It's a far inferior movie to the first Wonder Woman that came out.
Wow. Okay.
It is.
Why so?
Bro, you didn't have to take her shield away. You didn't have to take half of all of that away. You ain't have to add so much story elements. You could tell a story even with action sequences. When they gonna freaking get it, that people want to see, when they see superhero movies, they want a good story, but you have to have the action mixed in there. You can't have this flugazy, flim-flam, this, that, and the third, the whole dialogue with old girl becoming the cheetah and all this stuff. Even though that was cool, I just feel like it could have been done better. Is this something that DC's doing with their movies? It just makes it lackluster. Where it's to the point where it's like, dang, man, y'all had a chance and y'all just blew it. It just feel like that every time. It's like the Buffalo Bills getting to the Super Bowl again. Like, oh, you got us anticipating it, and then they get there, you're like, oh, they lost again. Dang, they got there though.
So, Brian, what you got to say?
I'm gonna say, man, think about this.
Good.
How many things they left out of? So the first movie was the better movie. The first movie was a better movie to me. So in the first movie, she wasn't flying. She had all this other bullshit going on.
She ain't flew in no movie that
they had come out. She was flying in.
She did fly. She did fly in '84.
No.
Prior to '84.
No continuity.
'84 is back in the past.
Let him finish. Go ahead, bro.
Back in the past and introduce her flying. And in the future, she's not flying at all. Or in the present day, she's not flying at all. So but
the first movie wasn't based in the future; it was based in the past.
It was based.
No, we're talking about the other movie she's been in since the first movie is based in the future.
Yeah,
we're talking about Justice League.
the Superman versus Batman, the Justice.
Yeah, Batman versus Superman. Okay, yeah.
But that's after 84.
Continue. Continue.
Yeah, that's the problem. She flying in 84, but she can't fly in them other movies.
In the current, in the present.
Right. Go ahead.
So that's one thing I'm looking at. Like that's awkward that she can't fly now. She can fly.
So yeah,
that's one thing.
That's one of
them. And then you got the whole.
They should have never put her in that movie.
Then the whole bringing back the dead boyfriend from the witch bullshit.
That's the part that fucked me up.
Yeah.
That's the part that fucked me up.
But see, I'll let you. Before I say something, I want you to finish, Brian. I want you to finish whatever your opinion is on why you think it wasn't good.
That right there, it was. I think the storytelling was kind of bad enough. It wasn't as good as the first one.
I get where you were going with the story, but
you were trying to introduce the old Wonder Woman into this somewhere in the timeline. It kind of fucked everything up too.
What you got to say about it?
It was pointless to put in there.
I think it was excellent. I think it was excellent, dog. I mean, from everything from seeing Lil Mama become Cheetah or whatever, dog. I thought it was pretty good. I like to see her learn how to fly. It's kind of like a origin type thing in 1984, kind of like Man of Steel, where she learned. And even in this one, she lost her powers because she made that fucking wish. So she had to learn the lesson. So it's a good story, the way to start off a little something or whatever. We'll see what happens later on if they make another one or whatever. But I like the chick, Gal Gadot. Mm-hmm. She's a good Wonder Woman. She's pretty. And I like to shout out in the end
that bitch is pretty.
I forget her name. God damn it. Linda Carter, the original Wonder Woman. I like to shout out.
I saw that.
It was a pretty good movie. I mean, I ain't gonna say it was a great Marvel type movie or whatever, but it's a good DC movie. Good DC movie.
Yeah. All right. So what I'll say, man, for a DC movie, it was good because of some of the fight scenes that they had. They made it because for me, DC is better known for their animated movies and the action that they put in the live action movie. They tried to mimic what would be seen in a animated movie, and I think they married that very well. Now, credit what Brown and Hannibal was saying about some of the missteps that they have. I didn't like the part about the cheetah where they made old girl into the cheetah and then they took her powers away. I'm like, that don't make sense because cheetah is cheetah. She's going to be a nemesis of Wonder Woman throughout. That just goes on. Even with Max Lord, supposedly he was supposed to be someone that had the power of suggestion.
Yeah, they did that shit different.
And then he only got his powers from the stone, and then he was taken away when he did renounced his wishes, whatever. You know what I mean? That part didn't make sense to me. But as far as the movie goes, and even with the flying thing, I thought it was a good thing because in the animated movies they show her flying, and I was trying to figure out how the fuck she learned how to fly all of a sudden. It kind of describes it, but you're right, Hannibal and Brown. Yeah, they didn't show that in the Justice League movie, what clearly happens after 1984. There were some gaps, but overall, as a movie, I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was a real good movie. I thought it was the action was good, the story was decent. There was some holes in it, but hell, what story doesn't have holes in the story? You know what I mean? They always miss something in every story. You know what I mean?
Like even the Man of Steel movie ended when he snapped the boy neck. That was pretty gripping.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and watch that because I don't really remember how everything transpired. And
still when he snapped the boy neck,
when he kills Zod at the end.
Yeah,
he was supposed to do that.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know in the original movie he sends Zod off in the crystal or whatever.
Well, and that's how they start Man of Steel off. Them boy already in the Forbidden Zone or whatever. But when he snaps Zod neck, he ain't supposed to do that. That threw that whole fucking movie off, dog. That was an excellent movie. I don't care what nobody said. You know how I feel about Superman.
It was a green part that catches your eye. You're like, damn.
Like finally we got to see Superman in a power struggle where it came down to him releasing his primal rage.
Yeah.
And he had to do it.
But in hers, it was always...
And it affected him at the same time.
What about that meme where Superman even said that chick that was
She ain't fly enough for that. I can't fly for her. Y'all great out there and reach, dog. Ain't got no time for that shit. I got other shit to do. What Lewis say? What Lewis say?
For me, in 1984, there was nothing there that kind of gripped you or caught your attention in that movie. Really, it was more like, it's a movie.
No, not culture related, but I mean, as movie goes, honestly, that was a good movie.
I think that's where they mess up at. They could have really dived into being in 1984. I don't think they touch on that enough, dog. Being in that culture.
They did that the first part.
Piece, dog.
Yeah, they did that the first part to show like the dresses and then
they got away from
people was wearing, but after that it was like whatever.
Yeah, because I wanted to see everything back then. You know, all the pop culture and everything or whatever.
Marvel did a better job with the Captain Marvel going back in the past and showing her stuff.
Right.
They did with Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're clear on the fact that Marvel has a better in touch, method of displaying their movies to the masses than DC. They got a ways to go, but I think they're making strides because Wonder Woman 84 was better than Justice League to me.
Yeah, and they fucked the Justice League movie up, man.
Yeah, they fucked it up, man. I hope they do the Snyder's cut a lot better, but I thought that movie was better than that. You know what I mean? To me, it was. But who knows? We'll see what time rolls on. Moving on. I want to jump in real quick. Let's talk about the reboots, man. Talking about movies, man. New Jack City getting a reboot.
Oh my God.
How y'all feel about that?
Listen, I am so tired of these fucking reboots, dog. Because you mean to tell me that these people with all these progressive technology, dog, we can't come up with no new stories, dog? We really got to go back to Nino Brown?
Classics, man.
We got to go back.
Y'all know we talking about classics before, man.
I understand that. But how they going to do this new Jack City, dog? Are they going to go back to the 80s? Or are they going to do it for the recent time?
Back in May.
And try to be like, oh, we're going to fix it for this time right now. Because if they try that, they can't do that. They can't do that.
I don't know, man.
You can't make that happen, dog. I am so
tired. Do you think New Jack City could be like redoing it? How can they make it any better than what it was?
You can't. I mean, because you try to update it. How you going to update it?
I don't see them doing that,
the shit that they did in New Jack City at that time, you can't do that shit now.
No, you can't. Like the wedding scene where they the murder scene. In the wedding.
You can't do that.
Ain't no way they gonna have that. They gonna have cool people in masks and shit at the wedding.
You can't do that now. I mean, come on, man. Let's get some new, fresh ideas. Now, dig it. I understand, and I love the fact that they coming to America.
I saw the trailer for that.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. That
look good.
I can't wait for that.
What y'all think? What y'all think about that, Hannibal?
Man, look, what if they do put out a movie that's better than the original?
What you think about the Coming to America 2 sequel that's coming out?
The Coming to America 2 is something that's well anticipated, man, because it's Eddie Murphy who putting his hand back in the pot.
Is Eddie Murphy exempt from the pile of people that can make a sequel or a re-release of a movie?
No, he's exempt. That's his damn movie. But
Eddie Murphy can do
No, don't say that because 1,000 Words was not a good movie.
I don't care about Listen,
every movie that Eddie Murphy put out isn't good. No.
What happened now?
It's a sequel.
Hannibal, go ahead, Hannibal.
So now you want to throw the Hannibal now?
This is a sequel. This is not a remake. It's a sequel.
I understand that, bro. I'm trying to. My brother here trying to make it seem as though every movie that Eddie Murphy
I never said that. I never said that.
That's not what you saying.
But Eddie Murphy is a giant, dog. When you have Eddie Murphy tied to anything as far as studio movies or whatever, you're gonna watch.
So you saying that when he do a remake, it's gonna be good?
Hell yeah.
So if he come out with any movie, it's gonna be good.
If he come out with any movie, like if he come out with a remake of Harlem Nights or something like that.
No, I say. Any movie, period. That ain't not a remake, just any movie.
Not any movie. Not any movie.
Then you can't say your first statement is invalid.
How? Because he's a giant, though. He's
a giant, but a giant don't necessarily.
Can I interrupt for a second? Eddie Murphy has made most of his big movies have been remakes, though, like Lady Professor.
No.
It wasn't a remake?
His biggest movies came out when he did 48 Hours and Beverly Hills Cop was his biggest movie of all time.
No, but he's just saying that he has done remakes of movies that has been successful. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, I mean that's Eddie Murphy. I mean, you can't beat that.
Bro, so you just named 48 Hours and Beverly Hills Cop. You just named 2 different movie franchises for Eddie Murphy. But his biggest ones were the Nutty Professor and Dr. Dolittle.
Okay, I'll give you that. Two remakes. With your boy named Jerry Lewis.
Nutty Professor, Dr. Dolittle. Yeah, both of them were actually pretty good movies. Really good movies.
And that just shows how steadily he is, dog, to be able to remake that and double apart what original movie made, dog. He beat better than the original.
So you think about 1,000 words.
You see what happened when Robert Downey Jr. tried to remake Dr. Dolittle? It was straight.
It was as far as like watching it with your kids. Because he had started making kid movies at that time.
I understand that. What you say about Dr. Dolittle, Hannibal?
You can see what happened when Dr. Dolittle was Robert Downey Jr. He tried to do the remake thing. Yeah, straight trash. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that I think that Coming to America for one is going to be good. I think that movie itself is going to be good.
No doubt.
It's a sequel set in the right setting.
Yeah, it's a sequel. It's not a remake. It's a sequel. So yeah, I think it's going to be good with the characters that they got with Tracy Morgan, Jamie Fowler, and what's her name? Chick Leslie Jones.
Oh my good.
Leslie Jones, Wesley Snipes.
Leslie Jones funny.
Wesley Snipes, like I think adding them to the ensemble that they already had with Arsenio Hall, James Earl Jones, and all those people that they even bringing Ola back, man. They bringing Ola back.
Yeah, that shit gonna be classic, dog. For real.
She's your queen.
He killed that shit. He killed that, dog.
I just watched this shit the other day, man. So that shit is fresh.
I can't wait to see this remake. Sequel. Excuse me, sequel. I can't wait to see this, dog. This one that I really anticipating.
I'm looking forward to.
But as far as everything else, as far as the New Jack City thing you've been talking about, they need to kill it. Squash that right now. That don't need to happen. First off, Nino Brown.
I'm gonna say Will Brown. Oh yeah, he dead, so he can't be Wesley Snipes.
Thank you.
So, what if they just redo it again?
Why?
I don't get that either. But it's like we said I think it was episode Enough is Enough back in May 27. We was like Scarface shouldn't be a movie they remake. Scarface is not a movie they should remake.
No,
like I told you then, they remake everything. So they're gonna remake it
because they ain't got no.
Like I told you then.
If it's shown to be successful, have a cult following or anything like, they're gonna remake it.
Like I told you then, they didn't remake Gone with the Wind.
They will never touch that.
That shit they didn't make. They didn't remake Citizen Kane.
You know why?
They didn't do Citizen Kane, and that shit won an Oscar, bro. Them movies won Oscars.
You know why? You know why? Because them two of the most notoriously racist movies of all time. That's why they can't remake that shit right now.
But they're selective then.
The family of the producers and all that stuff, and a lot of those producers' families ain't giving up that.
But they're selective. Well, my point is that they're selective on what they want to remake because there are a lot of classics that they could have remade, but they decided not to only because they feel like maybe they didn't make no money.
I just want to put this in. Scarface overrated.
Well, what?
It is.
Scarface overrated.
Yeah, it is.
Scarface not an overrated movie, bro.
It is.
It's a long movie. It's a long movie, and maybe people might give it more. No, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say give it more credit than deserve. That's a good movie, bro. That's a good movie from start to finish, man.
Overrated though.
That shit is not. What makes it overrated?
People talk about it like it was Academy Award winning when it was not.
You don't think that's a classic movie?
Yeah.
Oh wow, y'all don't think that's a classic movie? As a not just as a movie, but as a gangster film. As a gangster film, y'all don't think that shit is classic?
So my perspective on it is they're remaking a lot of the black films that show negative lights of black Americans. Like, why you want to redo another like a New Jack City? For what?
I mean, I get what you're saying. It's detrimental to the ideal of what black people represent.
Yeah,
I get that. I understand that, but it's still a classic movie. It was culturally important in that.
But they're not remaking like another Scarface because
I gotta hit the road.
Because
so you would be more satisfied if they did like Do the Right Thing, had another remake of Do the Right Thing. You know what I mean? Because that's or Malcolm. No, I won't say a new Malcolm X, but not even She's Gotta Have It. I'm thinking Spike Lee. You know what I mean? But black movies as far as a new Color Purple,
Dude, have new ideas, new movies, man. Stop trying to retread the past so much, man. But let the classics be classics.
Well, the problem is,
I can understand that.
Hollywood, some of the classic movies that you call in classics were remakes of other movies.
Yeah,
they always do that. Yeah,
I understand that. But I still think that I don't want to get too far off track, but I think Scarface was in fact a classic movie. It's a classic, maybe in the hood, maybe in black community, it's a classic. It may not be a cinematic, worldwide classic, but it was still a classic, man. It's like Menace Society. So y'all don't think Menace Society is a classic?
Black and white America would love to see another one of those.
I'm just asking.
White America would love to see another one of those, but they don't want to see another Scarface.
I'm not talking about how its effect on black community and black uprising. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about as a movie and what it meant to us at the time. Y'all don't think that Menace Society is a classic?
Hell yeah!
But I want you.
Who said that?
I ain't asking you.
Wait, who said Menace Society in the classic?
Nobody said nothing. I'm asking.
Oh
now, Rex.
Y'all better say yeah.
Classic, but do I want to see a remake of it? No.
No, I'm talking about remake. Just talking about the fact that it was a classic, y'all, because y'all don't think Scarface was a classic. Y'all think that it was just okay.
It was overrated.
Yeah,
overrated. You said the same thing. I think it was a classic. I think Menace Society was a classic. Boys in the Hood was a classic. Juice was a classic. Matter of fact, if nobody knows this. I know y'all boy know this, but a part of my intro is Man with the Gas, Mr. Poppin' Do Quarters when he getting that ass.
Juice.
That's from Juice.
That
is from Juice. My people may not have known that, but that's from the movie Juice, man. I got that from Juice because it was a classic.
Let me ask you something. What make you think Scarface is a classic?
The classic part of it was, you know what? And I'm tying it to the times, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because even though the movie was made in the 70s, it became popular with people in the 90s, early 90s. I won't say late, but early 90s, from like 93 to 96. It became really popular with people in the 90s. And the reason why it became popular because it was just nothing to something kind of story. It was a nothing to something story and unfortunately, it was in the drug game. And unfortunately, in the 90s, starting from the mid 80s, drugs were a prevalent thing, and people getting rich off of drugs was something that people favored, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. And that propelled that movie into the forefront as being a classic. And even today, when I watch it, even though I know it was based on a bad baseline, a bad storyline, whatever the case may be. It still was a good movie. It still was a classic movie.
Because Tony Montana was an asshole. And for one, he was an asshole. And for one, how you gonna make a movie about Cubans and you only got one Cuban in the whole movie? You only got one Cuban person in the whole movie. Everybody else American playing Cubans, dog. You got one Cuban in the whole movie, dog, and everything.
But that's what white people did back then. They took white people to play all type of roles. That wasn't uncommon.
Yeah, and no doubt about it. But the thing about it that's so bad, you could really get okay. Let's compare. Scarface to City of God. Yeah, Which one?
Damn. Yeah. City of God was so more authentic because City of God was a real story.
Exactly. And he tell you a real story about real
and he had real players playing those parts.
Yeah. Yeah. They tell you about the real slums and how that shit really going on.
I don't have an answer for that question.
Exactly. Man. And that's why I say
I don't have an answer for that.
Scarface kind of overrated to me. Don't get me wrong, it's a good story.
Hannibal Brown, what y'all think about? See, y'all seen City of God, right?
I like that one too, but I would say the movie with Denzel played Bumpy. Or whatever.
American Gangster?
Yeah, that was more of a accurate story because it actually fucking happened.
Okay. Yeah, Frank, do you think it was better than City of God?
And also, it's kind of like what you you know saying, what you like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you like more based on true story, of course you're gonna say what he said. You know what I'm saying? When you look at those classic movies like that, man, I mean, hood classic, yeah, Scarface may be there, but outside of that shit, it's not. It ain't hitting.
Scarface was basically another means for motherfuckers to go make rhymes and rap up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not talking about the propaganda of it. I'm just talking about the fact that honestly, it was still a rags to riches story.
Talk about it.
A rag to riches story that said, honestly, you know what, by enemies necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, to me, if you talk about a story like that, a true crime American story, whatever, I pick The Usual Suspects. Over,
that is my number one favorite movie.
And you know why? And you know why I picked The Usual Suspects? Because the bad guy fucking got away, though.
That's why.
He's smart enough to get away.
That's exactly why.
Tony Montana got his dumb ass killed because he been ignorant, dog. He been ignorant and stupid.
The Usual Suspects
Associate been the smartest bad guy you ever find.
Is my number one movie simply because the bad guy got away and got away smooth.
He been right in the belly of the beast. He been in the lion.
Love that movie. I love that movie.
Yeah, we looking for this dude. He sampled this out there. He been right there, and he tell
that movie.
He tell a bullshit story off all the shit on the wall.
Just looking at the wall, man. That's a great movie, man. The Usual Suspects is great. My favorite movie of all time, even a black movie. It's the movie where the bad guy got away.
Yeah, that's The Usual Suspect.
Does it say anything about me? I don't know.
No, well, you know what it say? It say that when you see people in peril like that, dog, and they're the downtrodden, you always root for them because we know how it is. Dog.
I want to ask, man, what's your favorite movie of all time? Let me ask that real quick before we move, because we gonna move on after this. We gonna move on after y'all give y'all an answer.
All right, we'll still be Hollow Knight, though.
Hollow Knight?
My dog.
Yeah. Hollow Knight, I like that. That's a good one.
He took my answer.
That's a good answer.
He made some money and got away with the shit.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hammer, what you think about your favorite movie of all time? All time.
So, bro, it's a lot of them motherfuckers, man.
I just want one.
If you sitting down and you want to watch something, dog, what would you put on?
And you say, I can't. You was destitute. You wake up and there ain't no electricity, nothing. And you say,
well, you
say, no. But you know, you say, there's one movie you can watch, and it's the only movie you gonna watch for the next 5 years. You can't watch no other movie. What movie would you pick as your favorite?
You ain't get this man this type of option, though. That's tough.
Nigga, you say,
hey, I'm stupid dude. I ain't like, man, that's too much pressure. Oh, damn.
We already knew. He knew up top. You contemplating. I'm trying to put the pressure on. What the pressure on? So you know you got to pick and choose. Trying to get them slim pickings.
It's a lot of movies that I love, you know what I'm saying? And one movie is not particularly my favorite that I love to watch is Ghostbusters 2. But if I had to pick a favorite movie, it's a sentimental thing, though. I was young when I first seen that movie. And but if I had to pick one, Law Abiding Citizen probably be it, dog.
Ooh, that's a good movie. I like the movie. That's a real good movie. But if there was a chick, you like, you're a chick, you really dig this chick. She like, she might make it a little one. And she be like, what's your favorite movie? That'd be your answer?
That's a good question.
Law Abiding Citizen?
Yeah, that'd be your answer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I love The Unusual Suspects. I love that movie for the same fact. You know what I'm saying? But it's something about watching the person manipulate the situation because they got his family, they did his family dirty, they did him dirty, and he went back and he attacked the system.
All by itself was great.
Yeah.
That was a great movie. I love that movie. That was a real good movie. I applaud that. What about you, Rex?
Favorite movie of all time? Like I tell you, Brown, take my answer. Harlem Nights.
Okay.
Harlem Nights. What's up, Vera? Shut up, you blind motherfucker. Fuck you, fat bitch. Listen,
someone's like, it's not a comedy. But I said it don't matter if it's a comedy. All the one-liners they had in that movie was so fucking good.
Somebody actually tell you that Harlem Nights was not a comedy?
My sister tell me that. She's like, it's not a comedy.
Tell Christian to sit down.
It doesn't have to be a comedy for the comedians in there with the one-liners, man. That shit was great.
Listen, that shit been the best, dog. And you gotta think about the cast of characters they had in that movie, though. Them boy, and even though them boy ain't really getting not a lot of lines, but you had Charlie Murphy, Robin Harris, Richard Pryor, Red Fox, Eddie Murphy, dog. You had the heavyweights
going down the line, man.
Dog. I mean, yeah. Man, I mean, that shit serious.
That shit was dope, man. Dope as fuck.
Yeah, so for me, Harlem Nights.
Anytime in American history right now, you cannot assume another cast like that.
You would never, exactly. You never see another cast like that, dog.
Yeah, mine was Usual Suspect, but I already said my what I think about Usual Suspect, so that was all cool. Moving on. What y'all think about Salt-N-Pepa having a biopic on Lifetime?
Before you go, I'm gonna address them now. You said
I am so tired of Lifetime fucking up these biopics, dog. They fucked up a leadership. It's just terrible, dog. We need to stop this whitewashing and let these white people tell these stories for us, man.
Before you move on, I'm gonna say when Prime added the stipulation of a video you watch with a chick, I would say.
So he asked me if a chick asked me that, would I say that's still my movie?
Wait a minute, I want to hear what Brown got to say. All right, so you get the same criteria like Hannibal get. Okay, go ahead, Brown.
Chick,
what's your favorite movie?
Ray.
Who?
Ray.
Which movie?
Ray.
Breaking.
Ray. Jamie Foxx.
Ray. Son.
Oh, okay. Listen, man, you're not going far into the show.
I'll go with Ray.
Yeah.
I'll go with Ray for the
all he asked me was he asked me what my favorite movie was.
That's a good one, Brown, though. That's a good one, Brown. So in between that, Brown, which one would you pick? Ray or Get On Up?
Woo.
Yeah.
Ray.
For real? Yeah. I got it. And I love Chadwick, but I got to go with Ray. Listen. Jamie Foxx did that, dog. I thought that dude was Ray Charles, dog, in that movie, dog. Yeah, he did that.
The best biopic y'all can come up with.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Don't just jump on the mic and disrespect Ray like that, dog.
That's the best biopic y'all can come up with.
Oh, my God.
Man, Ray, come on, man.
You know what? I'm about to mute him real quick. Just like get his damn thing.
You asked him about if a female asks you, what's your all-time favorite movie or whatever movie you want to watch? You can't. You want to watch whatever.
He said watching. He said if it was my all-time. If a female asked me what my favorite movie was, if I would say the same thing.
So I said if a female asked me that, I would say Ray.
I ain't changing.
Brown switches. Yeah, Brown switches. You going from Harlem Nights?
Really?
Yeah.
That's bold. That's real bold, man.
Ray
is a chick flick.
That's chick shit. That's
no, it ain't classic. Ray ain't no damn chick flick.
He got upset.
Now, okay. So when I said, what's your favorite movie of all time? And Ray was not a thought until I said, if a chick asks you.
That's what
don't give me that sentimental bullshit about I'm trying to be festive for the females.
So to be fair,
I want to know what is your favorite period.
But Brian, to be fair, you asked Hannibal a different question. Brown just been answering the question that you asked Hannibal.
I was egging Hannibal on only because Brown was so sure on what his favorite was, and Hannibal was like, I got a lot, I don't know. And then I just threw it in. It's like, if a female was to ask you that,
you did kind of stand on the fence.
But that, he did kind of. In my defense, that's a bad way to ask that question because it makes it seem like it's sentimental just to cater to the ladies. But I'm not catering to the ladies. I'm just saying favorite in general.
So it's not catering to the ladies. It's saying it's something I would add if you put that stipulation on there.
Okay, so let's do Squidface. Let's do it like this. Since you said it like that, if you by yourself, if ain't no broads around or nothing, you just want to watch a movie, dog. Which movie would you watch?
Mine is gonna be Harlem Nights. Still my favorite.
Mine is Harlem Nights. I can't lie. Harlem Nights,
yeah.
dog.
A female shouldn't have nothing to do with that.
No,
he was mad about the bitch.
Yes, Hannibal.
I only said that because he couldn't decide.
He asked me. No, he didn't say.
You know women make him decide.
Hey, Hannibal, you here? Hey, Hannibal. Hey, you hear? He didn't hear you. You just say something.
No. If a female asks me my favorite movie, I'm gonna tell her what my favorite movie is.
Exactly. But exactly what you said, Hannibal.
Now, if I want to sit down and watch a movie for the female, you know what I'm saying? Ray would be one of them, but it's another movie that I probably will watch with a female that probably changed.
So I'm gonna clarify my statement.
Animal, you killing that place, and I trying to help you.
No, fuck.
And I trying to help you, dog. Prime is over here just carrying on, dog.
We gonna keep it moving.
Oh, now you gonna keep it moving.
I have yet to watch the entire movie Ray with a female.
Oh, for real?
Oh, hey, all right. So check it out.
We already fucking already. Ain't no watching that shit.
A punta. It's going down. That's right.
God damn. All right. Next up, fellas, let's jump into sports, man. Let's jump into some motherfucking sports. And I'm going to throw it off to my brother Hannibal. Take us into some sports.
All right, man. So check this out, man. I got on y'all. KD back. He looked great. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie Irving passing the ball around, something that we thought we would never see. Then, do you have winning the NBA Finals at this point? And last year, let me tell you something. I was freaking close. I had it all the way down to the freaking teams in the finals. You can shake your head all you want to.
You wasn't close. You wasn't close.
All the way down to the team made it to the finals. You know what I'm saying? And I chose Miami Heat and the Lakers to make it to the final. Matter of fact, I said the Lakers would win in 7 games. I was off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you way off. You way off.
6. You know what I'm saying? So this year, what team do y'all have winning the NBA Finals? Is it a repeat or is somebody else coming to take the crown? Somebody let me know something. Talk to me.
I can't say until
take the crown.
I can't say until a few more weeks, man. Matter of fact, like maybe a month or two in, man. I can't say.
No, this is bold predictions. Bold predictions.
2 P.
You got hot takes.
Bold predictions.
2 P.
Not happening.
2 P.
Not happening. It's hard to repeat, dog. It's hard to repeat. And that's the only reason I'm saying that. I don't think y'all ain't got the talent to repeat. I just think it's just too much basketball being played, dog. Y'all ain't gonna repeat.
That's the thing. See, basketball being played, the more shit that can happen, we can still manage to come back around and take it again.
To be honest, the safe bet is the Lakers. That's the safe bet. The safe bet is the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, because
if you want a safe bet, but a realistic bet, I don't know, man. That's hard to say, man. Until you see some teams flourish and get the thing on throughout the next few weeks.
Hard take. Hot take right now. Hot take. Brooklyn Nets.
A bold prediction.
Brooklyn Nets are your NBA champions.
So you rely on Kyrie to do his thing all year?
I rely on KD to do his thing all year.
But if Kyrie is gone,
it don't matter. You
think KD can still carry the team without Kyrie?
You know they got a team other than Kyrie. Right?
I understand that.
Okay then. Yeah. They got Karis LeVert. They got Spencer Dinwiddie. They got the big boy in the middle. They got a monstrous team, dog. They look solid. I really think the
Lakers has built a team too.
The Lakers have nothing on the Brooklyn Nets, dog. They have nothing on them, boy, dog. KD looking like he must have stepped. There's no way if you put KD, if you put the Brooklyn Nets and the Lakers on the floor at the same time. Let's say you have LeBron guarding KD. KD gonna roast him. He gonna roast him at the point where they at right now in their career. The Brooklyn Nets can win in the NBA championship, dog. They got the solid team.
You definitely say they got the East period. Yeah. They got the East down pat.
They got a solid team. They got a great coach. Miami.
Do this, Mike.
Are you? Listen, we not gonna do that
again. Jimmy might come through. The butler might serve you, man.
Listen,
the butler might serve you.
Okay. Listen, we had our fun with Jimmy. Jimmy had his good time last year in the bubble. He had the coffee and everything. This thing, whatever.
Playtime's
over. And now the big boys come to play, dog.
What'd you say, Brown?
So you pick last year in the East.
You picked Philly, Dean.
No, he picked Milwaukee.
Philly.
He did pick Milwaukee. Yeah, he picked Milwaukee.
So you eliminate them clearly out of the picture right now.
I picked Milwaukee last year.
Yeah.
Who you picked this year? The Nets?
The Nets, yeah. Brooklyn Nets.
Past Miami, believe that.
But they will get past Milwaukee and Miami.
Hell yeah, they're going to get past Miami and everybody else.
No.
Who going to deal with KD?
No.
Who going to deal
with him? You gotta eliminate the rest of them.
4 games into the season, you think them boys stone cold and ready? Nah, they ain't rocking steady. Them boys soft. They mentally soft.
The Nets?
All it takes is one chink in that omen, and that doggone castle gonna come tumbling down like a sand castle, baby.
No, with Steve Nash. No, with Steve Nash coaching that team. No, with Nash coaching that team. No, sir.
Invite the Teddy.
That thing ain't rock solid.
You think they'll beat Milwaukee?
Yes.
Okay.
Who they got to handle KD? That's the only question I gotta ask.
Who they got to handle? What's his name?
Who?
The Greek Freak?
Everybody handle him in the playoffs, dog. He get his pants pulled down every season in the playoffs. Come on, man. Y'all got to do better than that, man. The Brooklyn Nets coming out.
The Nets ain't it. The Nets are losing the second round.
Who? The Nets gonna lose in the second round to who?
They probably lose to Miami in the second round. Come on. and you know what?
That's why I was asking earlier. Because you know what? Miami got a good team now.
Stop.
So what make you think they can't? They gonna lose the.
Stop.
Wait. Go ahead, Hannibal.
Same thing last year when I said Miami, and LA in the finals. He left the same way. He left the exact same way.
They got hard. I bet you put money with that.
The East, Miami came out of the East.
No doubt.
Why? Exactly what I said. They too tough for them to deal with.
So you think Miami gonna come out the East this year, right, John?
Again.
You gonna put some money on it? I got $10 on it.
We gonna put some money on it.
I think Miami and Brooklyn gonna be a great Eastern Conference Championship battle.
You need to stop that.
That'd be a great battle, man.
Yeah. On 2K. Yeah, that'd be a great battle.
So you don't think Miami gonna make it to the Eastern Conference Championship?
Hell no.
What?
They don't have the firepower, dog.
Who gonna take it off over them to the championship?
I honestly think Brooklyn and Milwaukee gonna be in the East Conference Finals. Miami is not gonna be there, dog. They got hot.
Milwaukee.
They got fortunate because they was playing in the bubble. Jimmy Butler just bullied everybody else. He had everybody else scared. He didn't do that shit.
Really,
yeah, but
really, that's a mental knock on everybody. So you ain't really fortunate to play in the bubble. You don't have the same freedom that you had to live your life the way that you wanted to live it, or do your same pregame rituals, because we don't know what these guys do before these games. What I'm saying is, you were wrong last year. You're gonna be wrong again this year, sir.
I know you also.
Ronaldo.
Let me tell you something.
Has been named
I guarantee.
The player, what I just said, Cristiano Ronaldo has been named the player of the century.
I guarantee, Hannibal, Miami will not make the Eastern Conference Finals, though. They will not make it to the finals.
Ronaldo.
They might get bounced in the second round, dog. They might get bounced in the second round. I mean, okay. I'll ask you this, Prime. Who the starting fivers?
Sorry, go ahead.
Who the starting fivers?
Who?
Miami.
Jimmy Butler.
Exactly.
Adebayo.
Bam Adebayo. We got what's the little
Chalmers.
You know the worst. Wait, hold on. You know the worst thing about this? Hannibal ain't even calling out that starting five, dog. He should have been the first one to say, "Oh, I know that starting five. I know, man. I don't fucking know. You know how the teams like that. Exactly. Come on, man. They got hot last year. They made a fortunate run, dog. They will not even sniff the second round, dog.
Out of the people that they beat to get to the finals, y'all don't think they beat worthy opponents?
Oh, no doubt. I mean,
they didn't beat Milwaukee, obviously, but
yeah, they beat Milwaukee.
They beat Milwaukee.
But
they beat Milwaukee again?
Because Giannis can't shoot. Yeah, hell yeah, they beat Milwaukee again. And Giannis can't shoot worth of shit.
So who else standing their way?
Brooklyn.
I'm saying that's why I say Miami and Brooklyn will make a great Eastern Conference championship.
Honestly, I don't think Miami can beat Boston this year.
Shit.
Boston this year.
So Boston, shit.
I don't think they can beat Boston this year.
I don't know, man.
Jalen and Jason looking totally different, though. That's all I can say. If Miami is fortunate enough to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, I'll give them a salute.
I'm gonna tell you like this, dog. Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler.
I like his game. I can't lie. I like his game.
Don't forget none, dog. Come on, bro.
Wait.
Dustin Robinson with the sharp shooting, dog. Come on, man.
None.
Don't forget none.
Nanya. That's why we're trying to set him up. Listen, man, I understand you love Miami and that's your team, you know, because of LeBron and everything, you know, but
I start liking the team because when they had Dan Martin and doggone Tim Hardaway down there with doggone Alonzo Mourning, that's when I've been liking the team. Matter of fact, I like the team when they had Harold Miner, when they had Baby Jordan down there when he was number 10. You know what I mean?
When you Harold Miner coming to the league?
Shit, 90-something. I forgot, dog.
Exactly. You don't even know. You know why you don't know? Because he was not a fan of the Heat, dog. You did not become a fan of the Heat until LeBron gone there, dog. Let me ask you a question. Was you ever a Cavaliers fan?
No, I was never a Cavaliers fan. I just like LeBron. I like LeBron. I didn't like LeBron the first year when he came into the league. I like LeBron with his second year. I think I went to a game. It might have been an exhibition game. It
was you a fan of Miami before LeBron got there?
Fuck yeah. What the fuck you mean? I was right there.
With which squad?
Before we got Shaq. What you talking about?
When y'all got Shaq?
See, now that's a big difference now because Harold Miner came into the league way before Shaq got to Miami.
We had big man that could score. Because Alonzo Mourning, he was big, he could rebound, but he couldn't score like Shaq could score. You know what I'm saying? Shaq could score.
That's why it was ridiculous when Alonzo Mourning got his $100 million deal and Orlando didn't give Shaq his $100 million deal, dog. I never understand that to this day, dog. Orlando ain't shit. And they deserve to be where the fuck they at right now.
Hey, Rich, you know what? I'm happy they didn't give him his money.
Oh, well, I know you are.
He give it to him.
I know you are, dog. Because they had to set up the Lakers, dog, for everything else, dog. Let me tell you something. If y'all need to get Shaq at that time, dog, y'all would have gone through another period of just mediocrity, dog. But once y'all to get Shaq and Kobe turned out to be who he been, shit. That set the whole thing on fire, dog. They boy been dominant.
About 2 days now.
They boy been real dominant, dog. But I mean, as far as we just gonna put this to the head, as far as Miami getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, no haps.
You said
no haps. Brooklyn will win it all this year, right here.
Yeah. My boys went. They were 2 games away from winning it all.
2 games away from what?
Winning it all. 2 games away from winning it all.
What series end up 2 in it?
They were 2 games away from winning it all.
Yeah, exactly. 4-2. 4-2. Even like 4-3 or not like that over there.
2 games away.
Yeah. A long ways away. A long ways away, dog. Long ways away. But we understand. Listen, don't get me wrong. I respect Miami. I respect their grittiness or whatever, dog. But as far as getting back this year, no haps.
I getting tied up, man. Y'all, hey.
Yeah, I can hear it.
I getting fucked up, man. Y'all we gonna have to move on.
Hey,
what else going on in sports?
He on you, cuz. You gotta direct the traffic.
It's in Lundy's. It's in Hannibal's court right now.
Oh, okay.
I just told y'all Cristiano Ronaldo. Y'all want to keep talking about damn Miami and all that other shit. I just told y'all Cristiano Ronaldo won the player of the century. You know what I'm saying? Take it in front of Messi when it comes down to the soccer tip. And also, is it Tom Brady or Bill Belichick's system? Right now, it's looking more like Tom Brady is the man, and Bill Belichick's system is not what it was.
What is it? Tony Dungy said Tom Brady was the 6th toughest quarterback he ever worked with.
That's about right.
That ain't the argument to have. The argument is this: Tom Brady is far superior quarterback than John Elway could ever be.
Oh, Wow. The way you said that, I don't want to necessarily agree. While I somewhat agree that I think Tom Brady is a better quarterback, but the way you said it was like it was like, God damn, like John Elway don't have a chance to be a better quarterback than Tom Brady.
Not ever in life.
Yeah, no.
I mean, the rings don't lie.
Hold up, not when you got a losing Super Bowl record. Not when, you know what I'm saying, you've been there 6 times, you only won 2 of them. The hell you doing?
That's what I'm about to say. The rings don't lie.
I'm using this argument because this argument is what somebody else used against another great player.
We're gonna wait till he get back so we can dump it on. We can dump it on like a dump truck. But you know,
if you look at the numbers, Tom Brady still far superior.
Yeah, I mean,
you want to talk about cause and effect of Super Bowl victories. If it weren't for the doggone Terrell Davis and the Mike Shanahan rushing offense, John Elway never get there.
That's true. Yeah. Damn, I forgot about Terrell Davis. Yeah, Terrell Davis, running back, man. He really opened shit up for Elway back then.
Yeah, open passes, the catch. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, open it up for him. Damn. Yeah, so shit, it was a team effort. You know what I mean? Real team effort. Yeah, I mean, as far as the running game and the passing game, when it came to the Patriots, it was all Brady. Like, even though of course they have a team, you know what I mean, the front line, the offensive line and shit like that, and the defense, but it was still a team. Like Tom Brady still kind of
defense.
He managed those wins, man.
Tom Brady.
So we got our resident co-host back here, and he gonna defend himself against the statements that Hannibal made.
I don't have to defend the goddamn thing. I mean,
when teams came with their defense, when they had to play against the Denver Broncos, they had to stop Terrell Davis. Then they had to stop John Elway. When team came and defenses had to stop the Patriots, they had to stop Tom Brady, and then everything else. It was never that with John Elway. They had to stop the running game because they knew Terrell Davis was literally going to run all over them.
That's why I said that.
You see what I'm talking about? That's what I mean. His inexperience.
That's why I said that.
That's what I mean by his inexperience.
Elway don't have the rings to even step in the same room as
This is perfect timing. This is perfect timing.
And first off, you can't count rings like that in the NFL. You can't do that because it's a totally different thing as far as the NFL and the NBA.
Quarterback, yes, you can, because that's what you're based on.
So them first 3 championships. So hold up, let me ask you a question. So them first 3 championships with the Patriots, did Brady do all that?
Hey, the defense might have got him.
That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you. I just want you to say yeah or no. Did Brady do all that?
The defense played a key factor in there.
It's a good time.
More than the key factor, dog.
We have our resident real estate agent, Mr. Teddy, in the building.
And I'm gonna give you a couple examples of why you're wrong, because I know you're young and you ain't see Elway in his older days. You only see him with the real deal.
My sports, man.
When Elway, listen for a minute, youngster. Just listen for a minute, youngster. When Elway went back in the day and he ain't had nobody to throw to or nobody to hand the ball off to, even all Elway. When the Washington Redskins dust Elway off, even all Elway. When San Fran dust Elway off, even all Elway.
All right.
So you can say what you want. Wait, hold on. Let me finish. You can say what you want about Tom Brady having 6 championships or whatever. But I'll tell you one thing. Elway would have never lost 2 times to Eli Manning and 1 time to nasty Nick Foles.
Hannibal, before you say Hannibal, before you reply.
We got my dog in here.
I know you want to say something.
We got my dog in here. Yes, sir. That's what I
want to welcome a former guest,
Mr. Teddy
Nelson. Right. And this is the perfect time for him being here because we talking about sports and we talking about the goddamn Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
But Hannibal, I want you to go ahead and finish what you wanted to say in response to Rex's statement. And then Teddy, I want you to jump in behind that.
all I'm saying is the argument is always the rings. When you look at an NFL quarterback, you always judge them off of what they did in the big games and did they bring home a Super Bowl victory. All I'm saying is Tom Brady has a winning record in them. He has rings on both hands. John Elway got there 6 times and he only walked two rings. I'm saying he can hold up. Them ain't good eyes to go over to that girl's house that many times and only hit twice.
You talking about the same thing I've been saying about LeBron? Because he not been there 4 times. He not been there 10 times. He only hit 4 times now.
So Teddy. Now I believe you are a Broncos fan.
No, he's a Bears fan.
My bad. That's right. Bears fan. That's right. You Bears fan. However, you are a sports fan overall.
Let's talk. Let me ask my dog. Brady or Elway?
You know I'm not a fan of either one of them two, man.
Okay, so that makes it even better.
I got to pick one?
Yeah. Starting on your team. You building a team, you got to pick a quarterback first. Brady or Elway?
If we in Chicago, I'm going to have to – I don't know.
You got to –
come on, man. You got to give an answer, man.
I don't like either one of them, man. Come on, now. Give me something else, man.
Ain't about who you like, Tay, dog. It's about what you done see.
But I can't. I don't like either one.
Who you think the quarterback would give you the most fulfillment in taking you from the start of a season to the championship and winning?
Hey, fair question right here.
All right.
You want Mitch Trubisky or Mahomes?
What? No. Get the fuck out of here. Get the hell out of here, Brown. Get the hell out of here.
Brown wrong for that. He wrong for that
one. Get me Tricky Mitch. Get me Tricky Mitch.
You're saying that because you're in your team now.
Give me Tricky Mitch.
You're in your team now.
That's the only reason.
That's the only reason. Nick Foles before I pick Mahomes.
But seriously, Elway or Brady?
It's a flip of the coin, man.
It's not a flip of the coin. I don't want to hear that,
man. We're not accepting that. We're not accepting that.
Listen, man. If that's the case,
you about to say the wrong fucking thing.
Give me Elway. I can't stand Elway though. I can't stand Elway.
Now, why would you say Elway? I know it was a tough decision, but why would
he don't like it? You know why he don't like Elway? Because Elway is a fucking winner. That's why he's a winner.
No, he's not.
He's in the AFC against the NFC, so he don't care about the AFC.
The only reason I would pick John Elway is because he got a strong arm in Chicago. We need a strong arm. That's all.
That's the only reason.
That's it. I don't like either one of them.
That's it.
Elway did more with less, dog. He did more with less.
No, he did. No, he did.
I always tell you, you better thank Terrell Davis for your 2 rings.
Hannibal.
You better thank Terrell Davis for your 2 rings.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, listen, and I understand. I know he had to have Terrell Davis to win them 2 championships, dog. And that's my whole point. Elway did not have that when he been in his prime. He ain't had no running game. He ain't really had no receivers. The Orange Crush defense been the only thing that been helping him get to them championships. See what now?
He ain't do shit without that.
He didn't know what up. How you
said game in the defense?
The man get the 6 Super Bowls, though. I mean, goddamn.
You said Elway didn't have any receivers?
What receivers he had?
When he played against Washington, he had the 3 top receivers at that time. Ricky Nattil. What's the other dude name, man?
You talking about Ricky Nattil, Ricky Sanders, and I'm not Ricky Sanders. Oh man, I forget. He did have.
The top receivers at the time.
Yeah, and them boy been big at the time or whatever. Yeah, I mean, you can say that or whatever. But the man been working hard, dog.
Tom always did more with less, young buck. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna tell you, he ain't have a prime time receiver till he had Randy Moss. I mean,
he lose with Moss.
Yeah, and you want to look at it, that kind of really hurt the production of the team when they got to the Super Bowl because
they've been undefeated. How the fuck that hurt the production of the team and they've been undefeated when they get to the Super Bowl? Dog. They might have through everything.
They probably would have won the Super Bowl game.
I'll tell you one thing. You know what happened to them in that Super Bowl? Eli fucking Manning, dog. And you cannot spell elite without Eli, dog. Tom
Eli
Elway would have never. Elway would have never lose to Eli Manning twice, dog. He loses to Eli Manning twice.
Eli Manning's Super Bowl record is better than John Elway. So what you want to do?
Eli Manning is.
He got 2 chips.
Yeah,
he got the same amount of chips as John Elway.
Yeah, he undefeated in the Super Bowl. So what you saying?
Yeah, but I mean, John gone more times.
All right. So how many times it took Troy to get? I mean, not Troy. How many times it took John Elway to get?
Hey, Hannibal, you're reaching right now. You're reaching right now.
It was a matchup. It's a matchup thing, man. That's all. It's a matchup thing.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, if I pick in the team, say what now?
Damn, this shit. Who did he lose to?
Sean Elway lost to
Joe Montana.
Lost to Phil Simms.
Yeah, you lose to Simms, Montana. With your boy playing for Washington. Mark Rippon,
Doug Williams.
Doug Williams too. Yeah, Doug Williams get him. Then before you lose, think about that. All Hall of Fame quarterbacks, dog.
You know, the other thing, the argument about who Brady lost to, right?
Sexy Rex. Well, no, he beat Sexy Rex Grossman. I mean, he ain't really beat no quarterbacks, dog. I mean, come on, man.
No. You said you can't spell elite without Eli.
But he beat Rex.
He beat what? He ain't never beat Eli. You talking about?
No. You say you can't spell elite without Eli. That's who he lost to, Elite Eli.
And Nasty Nick Foles.
You know, Nasty Nick is okay, whatever.
After the Garrett Blunt, because he was the one who was running all the
listen.
All right, now, fellas, of course, we all have our. Let me compose myself.
Yeah, get it together though,
because we haven't been taking shots.
I was about to say
we all have our choices as far as great quarterbacks and all our good things.
Danny Marino.
However, we have to move on. So what I want to do before we move on, because I don't want to just kill the argument. Who do you think is the best quarterback of the NFL history?
Danny Marino.
Now I'm gonna start with you, Rex.
Danny Marino.
Rick, all right. You, Teddy.
Joe Montana.
I agree with you.
Because he damn sure can't say a Bears quarterback though. He can't say a Bears quarterback at all. That boy had nothing.
All right, Brown. What you think?
Hey, Joe Montana and Tricks
No, he can't pick two. What? No, don't let him do that. Mute him.
Let him have the word.
Let me finish.
Go ahead. Joe Montana
and Rex pick. He can't be put nowhere other in that category at all because he ain't got no chip on his
We'll be hitting on Danny.
Hannibal. What you think, man? What you think is the best quarterback of all time in NFL history?
Chris Chandelier. Jeff George.
Why you fucking with him like that, man?
Because the Falcons trash, though. The boy ain't never had no quarterback, though. The boy had nothing. He had nothing.
Why you doing him like that? Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
Where you go? Y'all run the man on?
Run the man on. All right. Until we get Hannibal back with his pick, man. Teddy, man, what we was doing, man, we invited everybody in to give their opinion on the show and everything they had to contribute over the year, man, in 2020 in and of itself. And I want to get your take on what you thought about, joining the show and what you had to say about this year in general.
And we want 5 stars, Teddy.
Listen, the show was great, man. I enjoyed the show. A show which I could comment on the time Patricia was here. And what was that topic that they had?
No leg
lady. The teacher.
The leg with no arms. That was our best segment of the goddamn year, man. No arm, no legs. She was charged with a sexual assault.
I thought we were going to talk about
on the high school.
I
was trying to skate around and all that, but.
Hey, but real talk. This is everybody else.
Don't get that started, man.
No, don't move on to another topic yet. I'm going
to get my number one quarterback.
Wait, go ahead, Hannibal.
Number one quarterback is the quarterback who got the most range right now and has proven that it was not the system. It was merely him operating the thing. And that's Tom Brady.
Wait. How did he prove it wasn't the system?
Could you mute him?
Hey.
Come on, my mic.
Hold on. How did he prove it wasn't the system?
Huh? How did he prove? The system. Look at the system right now. What the system got you? Where's Bill Belichick's system right now? It's sputtering. It's sputter right itself right on out of the playoff.
You know, Hannibal, you don't watch too much football. Ass answer like
because Rex, Rex, you
disgusted with you.
Rex, you just now acknowledged the fact that since Tom Brady leave, Bill Belichick's system is not working. You just acknowledged that like 5 minutes ago.
You don't have anybody in the system to play. You don't have the players.
So.
It was your quarterback.
He's still overrated, dog. He's still overrated. How about that? That's how I feel about him. Fuck Tom Brady. That's how I feel about that.
Oh my goodness.
That's your number one.
No, we got to move. We got to move on.
No. All right, Hannibal, that's your number one quarterback all time. That's your answer. That's your final answer.
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
That's who you going with?
You say yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
Till somebody else come back.
No, we didn't say that's who we going with. Mute him real quick.
Till somebody else come back and take the throne and get more rings. No, not somebody with a losing record in there. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Teddy, you said your favorable moment. You said you want to get on that topic about the no arms, no legs.
No, I wish I was on there that day. That's all I was saying. Y'all covered that. There's a couple other stuff that y'all were talking about before. I can't remember now.
Jump on the gas truck.
Keep it up.
Hey Teddy, man, you gave us some real good stuff on real estate advice, man, and stuff like that, man. And as a guest, we really appreciate you just joining and sharing your knowledge with us. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
it. Whatever it is, and again, man, if you want to stay on, man, you can stay on, but we gonna carry on to some more topics real quick.
You gotta get the same question everybody got.
You might as well hang out for a little while, Teddy, because I mean, dealing with this riffraff right here is ridiculous, though. We got all these youngsters out here. They don't know how to act sometimes.
What the fuck?
You including yourself in that, cuz? Because you can if you want to.
We got to wrap this thing up, man. We've been 3 hours strong, bro.
Oh, shit.
We 3 hours strong now. Real quick, remember we was talking about Tony Dungy saying Tom Brady was the 6th toughest quarterback ever.
Get this question here, dog.
That's my right. That's
real quick. If an aggressive woman says to you, I bring 2 kids to the table, you have none, and that's perfect for me. What's your follow-up?
Wait a minute. So the young lady says she has 2 kids, and I don't have any.
Yeah.
Okay. What was her question?
That's perfect for her. What's your follow-up?
Oh no, that ain't perfect for me. That ain't perfect for me.
Exactly, dog.
Saying that's perfect. Hey, I can deal with that, but can you?
Why would you wanna? No.
So how would you handle that situation, Teddy?
Listen, I like kids, man. So I would love to have had just one. I got one.
No.
Yeah.
No. She said she brings 2 to the table already.
Yeah.
Some guys don't want kids.
Wait a minute. Hold up. I'm gonna see what you say about this one.
She brings 2 to the table already.
Okay.
She like kids, and that's perfect for her.
And she's 24 years old.
Right.
So basically, we ain't having no more. I'm 24 as well too. No, he will dictate out what's going on with me.
Because you already know what time it is. Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Right. You already know what time it is. Now listen, if I'm further along, I'm in my
go out and shake that ass and make some more babies.
If I'm in my mid-40s and we done cut it off, then hey, we just gonna be practicing. After that.
Yeah.
Well, you like fuck that.
A couple of scrimmage games or whatever, but real plays? No, we can't have no real playing.
Fuck that shit.
You know what I want to ask you a question though?
What's up?
Straight off topic. I just saw something where a chick say any man that requests a DNA test is a bastard. Period.
Right?
Any man who does a DNA test on my children without my consent is also a bastard.
It's the same chick.
That can make a woman pregnant from another man Any child I give you is your child. F for DNA. That's what.
Well, all right. Oh, okay, so wait. Before we jump off, only thing I could assume is that this message is from a chick that is somebody that says that they are not going to have sex with multiple men in any particular time frame. So that's why she feel confident in saying that statement. You know what I mean? Because if you're gonna say, wait, fella, if she gonna say a statement like that, she has to feel very confident in herself is that she has not had sex with multiple men within a certain time frame. That's the only way you can say that.
No, that's not the only way you can say that. That's not the only way you can say that.
She basically say, "Hey, look
delusional, dog." That's what.
She basically say, "Hey, listen, don't question me. I do what I want to do."
No,
thank you. Exactly. They're delusional.
You saying don't question me versus a nigga ain't shit if he don't claim his kids. You know what I mean? It's different. That's different.
Hey,
because if you
mute yourself.
Mute yourself.
Well, you man, what got him?
No, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Block me.
Get the fuck out of here. Because no, I'm gonna say like if a bitch gonna be like she sleeping with more than one nigga in a certain time frame and gonna act like one nigga is supposed to be the father and she delusional of the fact that it could be somebody else, and that's stupid. That's stupid.
Yeah, that happens every day.
I mean, that's what happens. Are we gonna say that doesn't happen?
Guess what, Prime? That's happening right now as we speak.
Get away from these ghetto children.
How about that?
Right. That's right. Cut them off.
I'm sorry, I said that wrong. That came out wrong.
You act like that can't happen, dog.
I understand it could happen, but man, come on, you gotta be honest with yourself and saying, you know, good and goddamn well you slept with these niggas within the same month or two. I don't understand what time frame look like.
Let me ask you something.
You did that.
Let me ask you something, Prime. Let me ask you something real quick, dog. You don't know of any situation where you know a broad already out there doing her thing or whatever, but she lying and trying to play. Is she a good girl role?
No.
You ain't never hear that situation at all?
No.
Rick.
No. You said no. You asked two different questions. Now you said, do I know? And then who have I ever heard of? So heard of, yes. Do I know? No.
Brian, follow-up question. All women sluts.
Wait a minute now. God damn, bro. Shut, man. No, we're not saying that. We're not saying that on Primary. All women are not sluts, Brown. Every woman is not a slut, Brown. Let's not say that. That is not the case.
Good ones and bad ones?
There are some sluts out there, but every woman is not a slut, Brown. I definitely do not agree with you on that.
Brown is trying to say there's different levels. Maybe that's what he's trying to say.
And that's what a man said.
Yeah, but that ain't what Brown said. That's not what Brown said. He might be trying to say that, but that's not what Brown said.
He's not making a statement. I asked the question. Are all women sluts?
Oh, you asked a question. No, I don't believe that all women are sluts. No.
Are there levels of being sluts though?
No, I don't believe that all men are sluts either.
No, are there levels to slutness?
What? All men are what?
Levels.
Yeah. There are levels of slutness, yes.
So are all men or women sluts?
No. Just because there are levels of slutness doesn't mean that everybody appeases what those levels are. Everybody doesn't do that. You know what I mean? Just because there are levels. But that's like saying there are levels of criminals. You got your petty criminal, grand larceny, felony criminals. But everybody not a criminal.
Yeah, they all. No.
I did not just say that.
You didn't just say they're petty criminals, major criminals, this type of criminal. Yeah, but they all criminals.
Yeah, but everybody is not a criminal.
Yes, they are. If
no, everybody. No, I'm talking about everybody. Whether everybody doesn't break the law. People that break the law may fall into the levels of criminal, of petty, or criminal, whatever the case may be. But everybody doesn't break the law, so everybody isn't a criminal. You know what I mean? So when it comes to women, while they are a level of sluts, every woman just because they have sex with somebody doesn't make them a certain level of a slut. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't, to me, that doesn't equate.
So I'm gonna go a step further. Okay, so you have women who are.
I don't have a little slut friend. What you talking about? What you talking about?
He better put it that quick. Wait, hold up.
So add some layers to this. Okay, so you have women who are capable of sleeping with multiple people and not having it put out to everybody. Then you have women who are capable of just going out there and doing their own goddamn thing, sleeping with everybody, and everybody knows who they're sleeping with. So that's the slutness, I would say, of being a slut.
That's a level of slutness. I agree.
Women who are capable of being sluts, but not having everybody knowing they're slut.
Yeah, that just because everybody don't know don't mean you ain't. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that. Yeah.
All women
don't know you a slut don't mean you're not a slut.
So are all women sluts?
No, I didn't say no. That doesn't equate to that. Because just because a woman have sex with somebody doesn't make her a slut automatically. You're inferring. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're inferring because a woman has sex with somebody automatically makes her a slut.
I'm asking the question: are all women sluts?
No.
Okay, so how do you determine that?
I determine that by the discretion that people put on the people they have sex with. You know what I mean? Do you go to a level of discernment to say, all right, you have these qualities, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. You meet these certain standards, then I'll have sex with you. Or women that say like, oh, hey, you got a lot of money. I like you. You look cute. Let's have sex. You know, that's a difference. That's a difference to me between somebody saying, and I'm using the inference or a difference between somebody meeting at a club and what they visually see and the game that they get played during that time at the club versus somebody that meets somebody and spends time with them over time, go on a couple dates, have lunch, dinner, things like that. And let's say it could be weeks, maybe a month at time before they have sex with that person. You know what I mean? And I'm speaking of a slut based on how quick somebody has sex with somebody. You know what I mean? Because if you have sex with somebody on the first night that you meet them at a club, and you can be considered as a slut. I'm not saying you're a slut, but you can be considered as a slut because of your actions. You know what I mean? Because those actions are actions of a slut. That meant you may not typically do that on a normal basis, but you did that night. So it puts you in the category to be considered as a slut. Now before I finish and let you go on, Brown, somebody that meets somebody and say, I'm gonna go on several dates with you. I'm gonna see who you are as a person. I'm gonna check you out, how your life is before I decide I want to involve myself with you sexually. That may not make them a slut. You know what I'm saying? May not. I say may not make them a slut because sluts can still do that. Sluts can still play the role of a good girl and still be a slut. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just basing it on their actions with the other.
There's a good point you make. There's good emphasis there, but I want to hear from Rex real quick. Rex, what you got to say?
Oh, you won't hear from me no more. Fuck you then. Go ahead, Rex.
What do you want me to tell you? I mean, you asking me if all women are sluts?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really get down with that. I understand the premise of that shit as far as like how the game is played, like how when you used to live on the block, if a girl on the block ain't been giving it up to the dudes on the block, but more than likely she been giving it up to people, on the other side of town or whatever, them women coming to beat it up or whatever, she considered a slut. It's all about how you run your game. I mean, and what you want and what you want to do. I mean, people use that term slut, but that can go for dudes and females. When you put yourself out there. Huh?
I'm back on Teddy.
I was just about to ask that. How we put that on males anyway? Because we always, use that term. We talk about females. Can you flip it and use the same thing on a male?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can get. I mean, because at the same time, I think as far as being a slut is how your name is presented out there in public.
It's not presented the same way with males and females, but
right. Because a dude, he can go out there and he can have all type of sexual conquest or whatever. He's a stud. If a broad go out there and she just fucking up
stud muffin.
Yeah, but if a broad go out there and do her thing, oh man, she just letting all them niggas just fucking her or whatever. But at the same time, she getting the same thing that everybody else he getting too. You know, so I mean, it go both ways.
We had a conversation earlier about the alpha male versus beta male.
Yeah.
Male could be considered a sex too.
Say again now.
So the alpha male, he going there, he getting everything he want, he getting all the goodies out there on the streets. He can be considered a slut, or a beta male can be, either one can be considered a slut.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, because you can have alpha males that just straight family man, you know, he just do his thing or whatever. He ain't out there like that. Or you can have an alpha male that's just out there just having like 12 of them, you know, at a time, and he doing his thing.
It's not beyond. It's not beyond either one, male or female, to be called a slut or to be labeled a slut or whatever. I think it kind of depends on the situation. It depends on where you at what time you in, what frame you in, what you think about the thing.
I honestly, I think people put too much stock into sex, dog, as far as fucking. You know, I mean, like for real, because you can go out there right now and have bomb sex with anybody, and that shit'll feel good. It's not even right now, when you think about that, a lot of people, when they go out there and have bomb ass sex with somebody, the first thing they're thinking about is, oh, I not fall in love. No, you just had a good night. You know, had some bomb ass sex. You know, get physical, good PE class. You need to go ahead and shut it down.
We about to have a guest, man.
Oh, we about to bring another guest on in here, man.
I think it's more like the illusion of sex is the one that what causes people to throw the title of slut around.
I'll tell you like this, Brown.
Hey, wait, before we finish up, man. Teddy, man, I want to appreciate you jumping in, man, and following through, man. You know, one of our past guests, man.
Yeah, man.
Teddy got a bonus, man.
You got to go. Damn, Teddy ain't even say that.
People got lives, man. They ain't all about us, man.
I want my balls to hang out.
He ain't all about us, man.
Why you can't hang out?
So Teddy, man, hey, I want to say, man, appreciate you, man. You've been a part of Primarily Speaking in this growth, man. It's much love, man. We always love your insight, man. The knowledge that you provide, man. So, you know what I mean? Really, really thank you, man, for joining in with us today, man.
Keep it up, fellas. Keep it up. I listened to it, you know, so y'all keep it up.
Hey, tell a friend, bitch.
Yeah, man. Let me know when y'all ready to come back on there again. I'll be here.
Man, my dog.
All right, man. Y'all be safe.
You too, Bubba.